If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what are 7 body language maneuvers that are aggressive that your counterpart may use, and why do they matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Summerville. Welcome to Life for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. Okay, so you do need to know about aggressive nonverbal communication or intimidating body language. Whatever way that you say it, there are maneuvers that people use against you, and some of them may be subtle and you may not have thought of. And so I'm going to take you through the 7 most common ones that I've seen as a corporate sales trainer and also in my own deal making and my own process. So I want to let you know that as you look at these, you can kind of judge and say, how dangerous would they be? Okay, so the first one I want to talk to you about is in a typical maneuver. This is mostly done by men. One time in my entire sales career and consulting career have I seen a woman do this, and she was very aggressive. And so I refer to this as the Captain Morgan's pose. The Captain Morgan's pose is when somebody walks into the room, pulls a chair towards them, lifts one leg on top of the chair, and opens their leg, exposing what would be their nether region, the goods, the twigs and berries, let's say, if it's a man. And what this is them showing aggression and saying, look, I have all of the power here. And so I will share this with you. This is normally a power move when somebody walks into a room or before they sit down at a table. Like, you're not going to have somebody stand up and do this for the most part. I have seen where someone's like, I'm going to go grab a drink. And then they excuse themselves from the room or from the table. Then they come back and then they Captain Morgan's pose you, right? And you need to know that this is meant to say, I have all of the power in the room and I am the king of the universe. And the one time that I've seen, I'm the queen of the universe. And so you could ask the person, say, hey, would you care to join us for this conversation? Like, in my mind, just so I deal with this, I try to make the person feel awkward on purpose because, like, they're trying to show me the goods. And I'm like, nah, not today, sir, not today. Or ma'am, in the one example that I've said, okay? The second version of this is a similar version where somebody comes to the table and they take a chair and they flip it around and they put a barrier between you and them. So if I had to go in aggressive order, the most aggressive version is the Captain Morgan's pose. The second version is where somebody flips a chair around in front of them and puts that barrier in front of you. But once again, what you're not seeing is underneath the table, their legs are wide open. And if you have x-ray vision through the table and through their clothes, you would see the twigs and berries, right? You would see the goods, okay? The third of the aggressive body language on this is going to be finger steepling. This is going to be, I have so much power, It's a miracle. And so, like, there are people, and you do need to baseline, right? You do need to pay attention to what's going on. There are some people that just do this naturally, and it's not meant to be aggressive. Baselining means you're watching the person to see what is normal or abnormal in their world. What are they doing that is common or uncommon, okay? And the reason that I bring this up is as you're having conversations with people, as you're interacting with people, sometimes it's nervous energy. So you can confuse some nervous energy for some finger steepling. You're going to want to look at the face. So the lips and the forehead really are going to tell you what's going on. So anytime that, like, somebody's showing their gum line, that could be disgust. Anytime that somebody's got contempt, they're going to show it on the opposite side of their predominant hand. I'm right-handed, so you would see contempt over here, right? And it's just a flash. It's like, sometimes people will sit there and they're like, I got contempt for ya. Or it's like, boom, quick contempt. And you're like, ooh, that's not es no bueno, as they say down south. Now, here's the thing. If you want to be better at sales, you want to be better at communication, you can absolutely join my email publication. Go to this URL, type it into a browser, drop in your name, your email address, maybe your phone number. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, discounted training. It's an email publication. And guess what? You'll love it. Next up on this lip is lip pursing. Sometimes people are holding back information. And so what they'll do is they'll bite their lips. And so what that is for them to not talk. Another version of this is where they'll shovel words back into their mouth. And so what they're doing is they're holding back. They're hiding. And once again, on all these, you want a baseline, except for the first 3. You're going to know what those are. You don't need a baseline. Those are all power moves, okay? Got the lip pursing. And then number 6, we've already gone over, but it's the contempt and the disgust, where they're going to show you the teeth. You know, they may come back and say, no, not really. And then like they're not telling you the truth. Okay, last on this list is actually 2 maneuvers combined together that I picked up from watching so many deals, so many conversations. So it's the finger wag and a tight jaw. So I have seen where people think like they got a power play, like I'm going to tell you, right? So what they'll do is they'll say like something specific about the terms. These are the terms of the deal. And then what you'll see is them kind of like swallow. And you'll see right in here the muscle on their face moving. Like the mandible of the jaw. You'll see like, and it's almost like they're like, I'm resting my case. And sometimes you can pick up if it's a power move. Now, like you have to baseline this. Not all the time is this going to be accurate or true. And so like, here is the thing. No matter what you have going on, you do have to pay attention to how you react. I don't like when people pull a power play on me and they Captain Morgan me. I don't like it when people flip a chair around on me and have some sort of wild conversation. I don't like when people, you know, finger steeple. You have to pay attention, especially if in the role of sales. Like, hey, here is what could be going on, and this is part of the situation. You have a lot of decisions to make. So react is where you freak out. Respond is where you're like, I've seen this before. Not very interesting to me. Not very interesting to me. A lot of times people will try to match the energy depending upon what's going on. Oh, you're going to flip your chair. I'm going to flip my chair. Like you are absolutely going to get into a total power play, and you need to know it. Now, last up on this, and I'm going to give you a bonus. Number 8, right, is how somebody shakes your hand, okay? So if I come in over the top and I come to shake your hand, not polite like this, kind of with my hand facing down, it's a sign that I'm trying to be in charge. Passive is where I come in with my palm up. And like equal is where I'm going to come in at a downward angle and go to shake the hand. So like there are people who power play, which will go over the top and they'll squeeze the hand. It's like, oh, I'm going to squeeze and break your hand, right? There are ways to overcome this. You know, you could tap them on the shoulder, like as they're shaking your hand, you could tap them on the shoulder, and then they're going to come back and they're going to tap you higher up on the shoulder. And the way that you beat that is just through a hug, just so you know, right? It's the easiest way for you to overcome what's going on. There you go. 8, I almost said 7. 8 aggressive body language strategies that people use against you that you need to know about, and sometimes how to counter them. Right? It's been a while since somebody's Captain Morganed me. It's been a while since somebody's flipped their chair around in front of me. But if you're in any type of deal making, you're in any type of sales, you're in any type of communication, you do need to know that these are normal and standard in a lot of industries and a lot of services, especially if somebody thinks you're a weakling. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.